I like to solve puzzles. So if a customer calls in and has an issue, I want to look at all of the things that are going on, see why it happened, and be able to work it all out so that at the end, everything is fitting together the way that it should. At the end of the day, I like for customers to be happy that they bank with BankSouth. I like for agents to be pleased that they work for BankSouth.
There's so many characteristics that are important to be a BankSouth employee. Adaptability, resilience, just able to collaborate with others.
I've been a big proponent to adding a fourth R to our purpose. We've got ready, responsive, respectful, and I've thought for years that resilient, it really rings true for me. Banking is one of the most highly regulated industries in the United States, and here we are operating in the shadows of larger national and regional banks, and we're all playing on the same field and we're playing by the same rules. It can be very challenging. We've got to remain creative and continue to think outside the box and figure out new ways to solve problems.
So I feel like we're resilient, and sometimes, there are things that come up in the accounting department that we feel like, oh my goodness, how are we going to get this done? But we collaborate together on whether segregating duties of, you're going to do this and I'm going to do that. And that way we come together as a team effort and it doesn't become such a difficulty.
You have the freedom to create at BankSouth because you have the freedom to collaborate.
If you're really interested in being engaged with people, and not only people in the community, obviously customers, but fellow employees and working together as a team, and then that may be some attributes that would serve you well at BankSouth.
So there was a time when we were short-staffed, and it was for a good reason. Lots of people got promotions. It was a difficult time, but our loan department stepped in to help us on the retail side. They came in and did whatever we needed to assist us, answering phones. We even had one of our loan assistants come back over to help us open accounts for customers, because we are one team. It doesn't matter what department you work in, we work together to make sure that the overall goal is met for the company.
The most satisfaction I get from my job is seeing the aha moment when we take a task that was taking an employee hours to do, and they either no longer have to do that task or it takes them maybe 5 minutes, and seeing their face light up with that process improvement is awesome. I get to enrich the lives of our customers and our employees by making the job easier and more efficient.
When you're in a small or company, you get a lot of opportunities to do different things. I hear it all the time from people who join the BankSouth team from a larger bank is I lived in a silo at the bank I was in before. I never knew anything except what happened right at my desk or somewhere. I never learned anything beyond what I did as a task. And they'll say, after I've worked at BankSouth for a year or two, I've learned more about banking than I ever thought I'd know.
Some of those people that I've met here at BankSouth as customers are now people that I consider friends. I see them out in the community. I see them at the grocery store. I see them at the ball field. They're people that I interact with in life, and that's because of the banking relationship.
We're a business that happens to be a bank, and like all businesses, it's people business.